Trying to connect to my Wi-Fi. Connect to my Wi-Fi. If you go to the page, it should be up.
It's gonna start coming live.
Yeah. Right. Now you got the link prompt. Now you can
tell them just so if they go to
you send that link now. You can send it
if they go to YouTube Live now, you'll be able to see if they're on.
Yes.
Even if they don't comment.
No, we will. Right here. So that link I just copied it. You can send it out to the
Let's do it right now.
1-1. Shooting 1-1 is over.
Drama.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. It's to the OP. I used to hold snowflakes by the hump. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. First I can try and play into the fire. Be the music biz #1 supplier. Flying in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right.
I hate you can tell a lot of shit. You can let me know the reason. I all students must be up top. The whole level is preparing for family only. All students up. I'm trying to keep that part of it got harder than I'm ever there. That's a better life I'm not coming from. I'm keep it in the air. I know how it feels from it. And if you're way better, count it red. I know from the bottom, I can ride it through the 7. They gotta get kicked for that 5. So I'm pop up for that 5. There's all my girl, this shit shouts. They gotta get kicked for that 5. Pop up for that 5. This is my first time coming out. There's all my girl, this shit shouts.
We can also get a couple of comments from Coach Bashir. He's the assistant coach, and his kids are players.
Ready? All right. Well, first of all, hold on. You want to throw us right quick, Zach? Come over
Is
here.
this on or off?
You go ask them. No, we're on. We're good to go.
Yep.
No, ask them. Can we come to them and give us a thumbs up, Ramsey? Yeah, no, this way. Come bring it here. The whole stand right now. All right.
You want to ask or want me to or both?
No, he's gonna go ask. He got it.
No, I'm saying the question.
No, we can both ask the question back and forth one by one if you want.
He would be a good guy to ask a question to. He's the assistant coach.
Okay.
And his 2 boys are on the team.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can definitely do that.
Whatever.
Want to introduce everybody though right quick to let people know that we are officially live. This is Omar T. I'm here with Omar Abdurrabba. We're in the building today. We are live at the Fordson versus Dearborn High basketball game, all right? We want to make sure we stream this game. We are testing out the stream. It should be a great matchup today. I'm excited, and I'm not even a part of this rivalry. But we got a guy that lived it, breathed it, everything, all the above. Omar, first of all, can you tell the people what this rivalry is all about?
This is a big time game, right? I mean, you got people coming from all over the city. People looking forward to this game all week long. And the last couple of varsity games I've gone to didn't have a turnout like we have tonight. So this is going to be a good competition.
Yeah, definitely. It should be an exciting game. A couple teams that don't like each other on the court, that is. Both are very tight in the standings. We're going to try to see also if we can get maybe some pregame interview with the coaches. We don't know yet. Probably looking pretty busy. And maybe if you want to ring them down too, like you said, if you want to, you can go ahead and ring them down. But
get a feel for what they're thinking, what they're feeling, right?
For sure. But can you also, first of all, tell people, when did you play here and how did that all happen as well?
Yeah, thanks. So I'm class of 2002. So my basketball years were 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. So I had an opportunity to play in this gym quite a few times, and I can tell you, the record's kind of like a Michigan-Ohio State football game. The records mean nothing.
Yes.
And these boys are coming to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see some blood.
Oh, and I'm not telling you, they're tight in the standings. Do you want to lead us, by the way, to go ahead and start off with a Dearborn High coach? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, either one.
Yeah, we can start off with assistant coach. Zach, you want to go ahead and pull that, pull it up and bring it with us? Or you can bring the whole stand, Zach. Bring the whole stand. All right, pull that up with us. We are going to go ahead and interview some of the coaches. And Ramsey, come on. Come this way. All right. No, I think we're live go that way first. All right, by the way, like I said, we are here. This is the Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. All right, Oz Media is the Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. We are live right here at Fordson. Dearborn High. Did you see the coach right there?
Yeah, let's work our way. I'll bring him over here. How about
Yeah,
that?
that works. That works. All right. So he'll come over here. All right. A big rivalry in Dearborn for those that are not from this area.
How you doing, sir?
How are you?
Everything well?
From the same
Good to see you.
conference.
Hey, how are you, man? How's it going? Good to see you. Can we get you for
Been
1
going on
minute?
for a very long time.
We're on
Excited to have
YouTube
Omar
Live
share
with Oz Media.
Excited to have Omar share about what he has to share his thoughts on this rivalry as well.
Omar, this is Abe Masher, Coach Abe Masher.
What's going on, Coach? How are you? First of all, we're excited to be here today in a big game. You know, Dearborn High versus Fordson High School. Can you tell us a little bit about this rivalry?
I mean, it's obviously been a rivalry for a long time. Both teams are always going to play hard against each other. There's a lot of mutual respect, so it's always a fun time. And the last game with us was an overtime thriller, so hopefully it'll be another great basketball game.
And Dearborn High came away with a victory last time, correct?
Yeah, we were fortunate. They had a couple good shots, so we kind of got lucky that most things didn't go in for them. But, you know, both teams, like I said, played really hard and competed well.
And so, did you guys play together growing up, or what did that work?
He used to kick my behind, but Abe was a star here, an exceptional coach at the college level, and he was, you know, back now coaching his two boys who are premier basketball players. So we'll see them tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. So,
what position does your boys play?
Point guard and shooting guard.
Nice. And so, do you feel like the level of competition has it gotten better since you were playing, or where's it at now?
Oh, that's
good
a tough
question.
Yeah,
That's
on the
okay.
spot. You know you're gonna watch it later, the kids.
No. I mean, look, the game has changed. I think it's different. You have talented players today, like you did back then. Just the way the game was played was way more physical back then, and you know, there was a lot more near the rim, a lot more in the paint. Now it's a lot more perimeter shooting, so the style is different. And the talent, like back then, you'd have your good years and bad years. It's the same today.
Yes, that's awesome. What's your prediction for today's game, man? I give you your prediction.
I predict it's going to be one heck of a basketball.
I'll tell you my prediction. Win or lose, they're not going to get out coached. I can tell you that.
So,
Coach Judas does a great job. So they do a very good job over there. I'm sure they're going to be very prepared. You know, well, I appreciate the kind words.
I didn't get your name again. What was the name?
Abe, for sure.
Hey, for sure. There you guys go. Assistant coach right here. Should be a great game, man. Should be awesome. Thank you for coming out, man. We appreciate you. Good luck. Hey, right now I'm getting that. Are you getting that feeling that like there's a game about to happen? It's about to be a showdown. It should be exciting. I don't know if we can get another coach. Maybe I can try to sneak one in.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
If you want, I'll reach around and try and grab one. How about that?
You want me to come that way or?
Yeah. Or let's make our way to this corner. How about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Off the court.
Follow us this way. We're going to give you all a whole tour of Fordson. All right? All right. I know y'all saw that athletic ability right there. That was all athletic. I'm going to call Coach Jeff. Coach Jeff right here. I'm trying to get Coach Jeff. You want to go ahead and chat with them right quick as I try to pull him?
Yeah. So we're tipping off here in about 5 minutes. Should be a close one. My understanding of the last game is it went into overtime.
I figured coach is going to be busy right now. That's why I wanted to make sure that was all right. But yeah, man, like you were saying, it was an overtime game last time. There's about 5 minutes left before this game. It should be exciting and a good one.
We can always try to catch the coaches at halftime.
Yeah.
Kind of get a feel for what they're seeing and see how that compares to what we think.
For sure. For sure. At the end of the game, we just go ahead and go back and set up then. Back this way. It should be exciting. Go ahead and show that way. This should be a fun game. I'm just over here checking it out on YouTube as well right now. All right, we got Dearborn High Fordson. So first of all, I just want to say this right quick. As the players are coming out on the court, all right, shout out to the sponsors. First of all, you got Balkan House, BC Adhesives, Hanley International Academy, Kahawa House, Unique Coney Island, and Hammer Time True Value Hardware. Those are the sponsors of our shows. Yeah, you can leave it right now. That's fine. It should be a great game today. First of all, I want to thank Omar for being out here today. I really do appreciate you, Omar. It should be a It should be a good one.
You've inspired me to work on my communication skills, and more importantly, really take a lot of attention to the different podcasts around the world, because you do an exceptional job.
Thank you, man.
And I know you have a family, you got another day job, and you're doing all kinds of things. So you run an excellent operation. I think everyone should know that.
I appreciate it, man, and thank you so much. And then, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't mention what he's saying is Oz Media. That is the name of the company.
Yep.
What we do is we focus on community-based journalism. So community-based network, community-based stories. So we love to talk about things that are happening in the community, stream high school basketball games, have the conversations that people are probably not comfortable having. We have 3 different shows. You got The Movement, which is more of the younger fellas. You got Motivate Me 313, which is more of the older generation, where we've had people like Abdullah Hamoud come on the show.
Yep.
We've had Khalil Beydoun, Ahmed Zah, all these people come on our show. We just had Rashida Tlaib as well. And then we have our Fantasy Guys show, which is the sports show.
What's your favorite?
Personally, the passion is the fantasy, the sports. I'm not gonna lie. The one that's probably making noise is the Motivate Me 313 podcast, because we've had people on the show that are.
Which one's making noise?
The one with my sisters, Motivate Me 313. So that's the one that's been community-based, topics. But all of them have been fun, man. All of them have been fun.
I got a tough question for you now.
Here we go.
Because I know I'm going to be set up with quite a few later.
We're live right now. I just want to let you know. All right, don't make it hard on me right now.
What's your favorite podcast that what piece of content have you put out that you can say is your best piece or your favorite piece? Who was on it? Give me the 30-second clip notes.
Recently, I'm going to go recent. I would have to think really hard about best. We've had a couple of good ones. We had the coffee shop guys coming on the show. That was a smooth, straight up, real fun conversation. First we had the Maho High Sky come on, smooth, and then we had, Finjan, Haraz, and Kamaria coffee owners come on the show. But recently we had 2 guys that were in, prison for over 15 years. Came on, shared their story, talking to the people, telling them what they should not be doing, how they should stay away from these things, and that they let them learn the hard way.
That's awesome.
Big guys that regret what they did, but they lived and they learned, and they wanted to give back to the community. That's what it's all about, because when I thought about doing these shows, those were the kind of things that I wanted to focus on.
That's awesome.
Because, the news is going to focus on certain things. If we could touch on those topics, that would be great.
You're providing value, right?
Yeah.
You're giving people a gift, a lesson. And to me, that's priceless.
Yeah, so definitely a great question, by the way. But the questions are definitely going to be leaning towards Umar, as this game's about 30 seconds away from tip-off. Right now, Umar, take us back. What year did you graduate, by the way?
2002.
So take us back to 2002. You're about to have a game in 20 seconds. What's going through your mind right now? Against your rival, by the way.
What's going through my mind as an 18-year-old? What's going through my mind right now?
18-year-old.
Good question. I would say to really try to block out all the noise from a literal and a figurative standpoint, and lock in and focus on the task at hand.
There you go. Well, just like that. That is the buzzer. I believe we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to get started.
Let's do it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fordson High School. Tonight's featuring the pioneers of Dearborn High and your directors. At this time, we ask you all please to stand live for our playing next anthem. Gentlemen, take off your hats and honor the flag.
We're going to let the national anthem play, and then we'll get going with this game. That's what they're seeing. Just want to let you know. All right. Well, there you guys go. All right. National anthem going. We got the coaching staff. I'm gonna circle the starters, by the way, just so
That's
we
a
know.
good idea.
Yeah.
So that's one of the coach's sons right there, number 10.
And Nasim, I'm assuming brothers.
10 and 11.
Is it number 1?
24.
The last one.
31.
31. All right, there we go. So we got Hamoudi, we got Nasim, we have Arif, we have Ali, and Ali Hamad. There you go. Those are the starters for Dearborn High.
Number 1, Mohammed. Number 2, Billy. Number 3, Kareem. And number 15, Mali.
What's the last number? 13? Ali. Didn't have it on here, but all right. So Ali Dabaja, right?
Gentlemen, let's have a quick game.
So we got number 1, number 2.
Yeah, Ali Dabaja is number 13. He's not on that list, but we're good to go. So yeah, we got Mustafa, Muhammad, Bilal, Kareem, and Ali Dabaja. Those are the starters for Fordson. Tip off. Yeah, we should probably sit down, Ahmad, so that camera can get us.
I'm a little too pumped up to sit down.
All right. Sorry. You got it? You ready, Zach? Good to go? Tip off is about to go down. First of all, I just want people to know, maybe that don't know, Ahmad graduated out of Dearborn High. Tractors win the tip. All right. We got, again, this is Osme. This is the Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. Fordson, Dearborn High, Umar T, Umar A, giving you play-by-play. Here we go.
You know,
And that is a shot that's off by Mo. Missed shot. Rebound, Dearborn High.
the team that wins the rebounding battle today is probably going to win the game because this is going to be a physical one.
Out of bounds. Dearborn High ball. So far we got 2 missed shots. Right now the Butterflies are both teams right now. Somebody want to see a basket going so that nerves can drop, right?
Butterflies, oh yeah. Nice pass. Good finish.
Nice finish right there. That is number 31 from Dearborn High, Ali. Yep, Ali Moyed. Good, nice shot by there. 2-0. Dearborn High is in the lead. All right, 2-0. Here we go.
Looks like Dearborn's double on the ball on Had. That's one of the
Oh, that was a foul. That's all right. No call.
You got a dunk?
Is he dunking?
He can dunk, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. We actually were at a game where he did throw down, so it was a nice clip that we had by Mo. All right, so far we got a score of 2-0 in the first minute of the game. Dearborn High is in the lead. So go ahead, man. Take us back a little bit right quick and tell us a little bit about this rivalry a little bit more and how teams are doing and how this, how it is to be playing in this rivalry.
You know, yeah. Sorry about that. You know, this rivalry is one that I'll never forget. And like I said earlier, this is one of the few games of the year that the records don't matter. And as you said just a few seconds ago, you'll see a few air balls just to kind of get the nerves out of the way. But this is going to be a physical game, very physical game.
Well, yeah, we definitely have a couple shout-outs, by the way, already. We have, shout-out to Fordson, not the same without Munir. Ahmed Abraham said that. Goosebumps, a DHS legend. That is Coach, by the way. They're talking about Coach Abe, DHS legend, by the way. So giving Coach Abe a shout-out.
I saw a comment goosebumps, and that's the right word.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I hope you're enjoying this game at home. We got a score of 2-1. Fordson with a strip. If y'all see, I'm going to start screaming. Just know, Dearborn high grad. All right, you guys gotta always remember that. Alum right here.
I'm like a deer in headlights right now.
I'm glad we were able to do this game with you. And because I do want to hear, I mean, I know we hear about the rivalry and everything. A shot is off, by the way.
Put it this way. You just asked a good question. I'll give you an example. It would not surprise me
if you get up and start shooting the basketball.
No, worse than that. Worse than that. And this happened for several years in a row. If you hear different members of the stands, and it's going to be the home stands, chanting members of the players' mother's name, sister's name, just to distract the player. Happened to me. Happened to quite a few players.
Nice.
And anything to gain an edge.
How is the relationship off the court?
That's another good question. I would say in the summers, it's not bad. You'll compete, you'll pick up basketball or football with your rival.
Nice play there, nice pass.
Yeah, but in season is where it really gets tricky.
Kidding passes to Ali for a basket, and now Fordson's up 3-2. He said in season is tricky. I understand. Shot up, off,
nice rebound.
Out of bounds. Fordson's basketball. Coaches, by the way, we got Coach Guy from Fordson, and then we got Coach Mike from Dearborn High. Those are the head coaches. So you were telling me before the game, Ahmad, about how, your personal record against the Fordson team. What was that like?
Yeah, in basketball, like I said, I never lost to them in basketball in the 4 years that I was here. But in football, we never beat them at the varsity level.
Nice.
So, the freshman and JV level we did, but this is a Fordson historically, and Dearborn too, but more so Fordson, has been built on toughness on the basketball team and the football team, and I think that's what really separated their program from other programs. And, in basketball, they had a bunch of football players just playing basketball, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just guys that are willing to dive. They've had some skill, without question, but I would say that they were as tough as any team around the state.
And that is the trend that I'm starting to get to when I interview coaches. Fordson, tough.
And the truth is that, they've had talent over the years, but I can think of 10 or 12 different games over the years where Dearborn was substantially the better and more talented team, but didn't win. And simply because of the toughness and grit factor.
Yeah.
And,
we got somebody saying no one knows the game better than O, and I can't agree more, man.
Someone said what?
No one knows the game better than O.
Oh.
So I'm telling you, I was excited when he said he'd do this. I was very happy because that was the perfect game for him to be here today. SubhanAllah, how that all worked out.
I'm happy to be here, and this is going to be a great one.
So far we got a 3-2 score, 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. It's a great game so far. It's tight. That's what you expect. You said low scoring game, right?
Yep.
It's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy. Here we go. We got a steal by Dearborn High, and that is a 3.
Little mature, nice shot. Big time shot right there.
It's Nassim Mature right there, the son of the coach.
Yep, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot in transition. Yes. It's a good shot for him.
It's a great shot. Congratulations on that one. That score is 5-3. That travel. Exactly. By the way, you want to show the stands are being shown. So on both sides, the stands are like that. The side stands are solid as well. This is a great game, great atmosphere as well. Let me ask you this question, Omar.
Yeah.
Was there always a respect factor between two teams? As in, you know what, you guys, maybe you won't admit it, but it was always there.
And while you were playing, meaning your high school year In the first few years after, I would say probably not so much. But as we become, young men and adults in our mid to late 20s and 30s, without question, there's a lot of respect for both sides.
Oh, that was a big three by Fordson. The score is 6-5. A steal now by Dearborn High. It's been going. I hope you've been enjoying this game at home, all right? The Dearborn knows the game more than anyone I know. Man, you're getting a compliment right now.
Man,
I might end up having to sign you a contract before the end of this day, man.
Bribery and flattery will get you everywhere.
Oh, okay. You gotta be careful in these kind of games. Oh. Okay, uh-oh. Here it comes. Let's see. Oh.
What are they saying?
I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's a tech. I told you guys, got to be careful in these moments. If you guys just watched it at home, the guy threw the ball. And, the guy just threw the ball, and I believe... Oh, no, nothing, actually. Nothing. Maybe it was a warning.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few texts.
Being tossed around today?
What's that?
Being tossed around
Oh,
today?
yeah.
All right, here we go. Score is 6-5. So you're a football, basketball, any other sports, Ahmad?
Yeah, I was one of the guys that ran track. Wasn't very good at it, but
That's good, though.
did it to work on the speed and to stay in shape.
Do you recommend people to play multiple sports while they're in high school? That's a big debate.
Absolutely.
Why?
If you look around,
There's a big basketball out there by Dearborn High, by the way. The score is 7-6. I didn't get the number, but the score was 7-6 right there. Basket by Dearborn High. So go ahead, continue.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think that if you look around at some of the basketball greats, just to give a few examples, Hakeem Olajuwon was an outstanding soccer player. Kobe Bryant was an outstanding soccer player. Steve Nash has videos of kicking soccer balls from half court. I mean, so, soccer and track and these other sports are great gateways to other sports, and not just from a skill standpoint, but from a balance standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, and teaching your body to do
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, and teaching your
Teamwork.
yeah, exactly. Teaching your body to do different things. So
Great points by Ahmad right here. Honestly, I can't agree with you more, man. So many of these young fellas think now to focus on one sport, and that's not really the best solution. There we go. Got a fadeaway shot. It looked good.
it did look good.
Shot is off. Score is 7-6. Fordson with the rebound. All right, the score is 7-6.
Got the big fella turns the ball over.
Still by Dearborn High. Goes up strong. Gets fouled.
Good take.
Great take. That's what you want to do. You want to always go up strong. Can't be fading away from contact.
Yep.
Get the contact. Get the free throws. Make a couple shots. All right. For those that are tuning in, this is Oz Media's The Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. Dearborn High versus Fordson. We hope that you are enjoying the game at home. It's only doing this on the laptop, or else it's not really doing it over here. Just this laptop connection.
So, Ahmad, I know you were asking me about this, game in particular.
Yeah.
You've commentated on probably a couple of games this year, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you've done any last year, but how would you say this, matches up or measures up rather to the other games that you've watched from a fans standpoint,
Great point.
but more importantly, from a competitive, skill set standpoint?
Yeah, so the score is 8-8. By the way, we're sorry at home if you see people walking by. There's nothing we can control. We were hoping that they just keep going. That's what we're just hoping for. But the score is 8-8. That is the score right now. To answer your question, this is definitely up there. There was one game, and this was a regional game, and it was between two schools. So, the crowd, it was at a neutral site, and the crowd was split. And that was a whole other different atmosphere to me.
Was it as crowded as this?
Yeah, it was Renaissance High School, and I felt like every seat was packed. And remember, since it was a regional game, it was 4 different schools.
Oh,
in
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah,
building,
regional
so it was so it was a big game. So I'm gonna be honest with you, that was probably number 1, but this is right there up there.
Renaissance was playing who?
So actually, Hamtramck was playing U of D Jesuit.
Oh,
it was
wow.
a regional game there.
U of D was been loaded the last couple of years.
Yeah, so it was a great game. Hamtramck actually won. Hamtramck won, but they lost in the regional finals to Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Okay.
So Hamtramck's basketball team has been up and coming, man. They've been playing pretty well lately, but in terms of a regular season game, never been to a game like this. Right? This atmosphere is great. It's exciting.
I also think what's really unique about this game and rivalry is, like, as I'm looking around, somebody is related to a player on the court one way or another. And, you know, it's like you may be related to players on both sides, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that is awesome, man. And I think that's what makes the games even more exciting. You got the family vibes, you know what I mean? On both teams. Scores 9-8.
3.
Oh!
He can shoot the rock. There's no question about it.
There you go. Nassim Mashur with the 3. The score is 12-8. Dearborn High in the lead. Dearborn High handled the excitement from the home crowd.
Getting a little chippy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Shout out to number 5 from Fordson, by the way. That's Ali Guba. Told us he's a subscriber of our channel, Oz Media, by the way.
Number 5 from Fordson.
Yeah. So, want to make sure that we give him a shout out. And also, anybody that wants to subscribe, be sure to subscribe to all of our pages. YouTube, Oz Media, Apple, Spotify podcast. Like I said, we are a podcast under Oz Media. Follow on Dearborn High. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Oz Media. You can follow us there on our socials as well if you enjoy that as well. We got a couple again more shout outs. That Ahmad guy really knows his stuff. Get him on Fox. Ahmad is the Mount Rushmore of Dearborn basketball players. Wow.
Oh, wow.
We got a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. But this is during the timeout. We'll save it during the timeout. The score is 12-8. We got about 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice setup by Fordson, but the shot is off. Dearborn High with the rebound. Trying to hold it probably for the last.
Turnover.
Smoke too soon.
It's definitely these type of rivalry games. In this game in particular, is going to be a game of momentum. So you're up 10, down 10 doesn't mean anything. You get a couple steals, changes the dynamics of the game.
This is what high school basketball is all about, though, man.
That's right.
This is what it's all about. Again, 5 seconds remaining. First quarter.
Nice move.
Good take. Shot is off. And Dearborn High with an early 4-point lead. And they got to be satisfied with that. They definitely got to be satisfied with that. Yeah. Come over here, Zach, right quick. So, again, this is Omar T. We got Omar A in the building. We're giving you play-by-play. Oz Media is the Fantasy Guys high school basketball game of the week. Exciting game today so far. 12-8. Dearborn High is in the lead. Overall thoughts on the first quarter?
Low-scoring game just like we anticipated. We've got a great guest here that we need to say hello to.
Oh, we got a guest right here?
This is Coach Osama. How you doing? Can we get you for 30 seconds? Coach Osama was the Fordson coach here.
Okay.
Mr. McBull, how are you, sir?
Hey, good. How are you, man?
How's it going? Good to see you. We're on YouTube Live here with Oz Media, talking about the rivalry.
All right, man. You all right?
He's a police officer in Dearborn, or once was.
All right, man.
One of the best.
Let me get a couple questions. What are your overall thoughts on this rivalry, man?
Well, I'm a Fordson guy, so what do you think my thoughts are? I hope the Tractors pull through and win.
That's right.
That's what I hope.
That's
but
right.
I know Old Factor's here, and he's a DHS guy, but he's bigger than I am, so don't beat me up.
Well, how do you think about the game so far, though? Good?
I'll be honest with you, I've been saying hi to so many people, I haven't paid much attention to the game. I think that's everyone's problem that comes to these insane rivalries. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
I got to switch gears here. You talk about South End legends in the basketball court. This is the South End legend right here.
What position?
No.
I traveled a lot.
The life
I traveled a lot.
South End legend right there.
What position? We got positions to pick up games.
That's true.
Everybody just ran and shot whenever they could.
Well, it's good to see you. I love you too.
Thank you, man. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So Ahmed, nice play. That was a great play out of
Great play out of a timeout.
So Ahmed, I gotta say,
Yes.
the last time I was on your podcast, we talked about South End basketball players,
Yeah.
all-time basketball
For
greats.
sure. I want to hear this, by the way.
Real talk. We're talking about all-time great people. That's from the South End. That's one of them right there.
What was his name, by the way, again?
Fuad Makbul.
Okay.
He's he has some Yemeni descent in him.
Okay. Nice.
Grew up in the South End, cleaned up the South End, was a police officer for 30 some odd years. I would be very surprised there's not a lot of comments on him and his character. Just a wonderful guy, and you know, his focus and heart was for our community, and specifically the South End.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that information. That's very important, man. I love that we capture that moment too, because that's what we want to do when we're at these games. Capture these moments too with legends and people that done well in the community as well. So happy we were able to do that. Happy we got Omar with us, man, because Omar is holding it down for us right now. Getting the people that we need to interviewed. All right.
Trying my
Score
best.
is 14-8 right now. Dearborn High is in the lead. We got ourselves a little bit of a traffic jam right here in the corner. Hopefully they can start walking. There we go. They're gonna get the walking. Appreciate it. All right. So here we go. We got the Dearborn High fans are standing now. Dearborn High has to be satisfied with this game so far, right? Sluggish, a fight, but had a 6-point lead and kind of had the momentum.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's definitely a defensive game. You know, Fordson is not tracking to score very many points.
Yeah.
That's certainly going to be in Dearborn's favor. They're probably the better offensive team. So
He got to come up. He got to wake up, and
they're guarding the big fella full court. So
he has to get a couple baskets here for his team. Oh, they're calling him overrated. There you go. That's the crowd. That's what they were talking about earlier. Nice floater from Fordson. You got Kareem Nasser.
Nice take.
Shot. Foul on the other end. Dearborn High drives. Gets fouled. 2 shots. That is Nasser. Scores 14-10. Great atmosphere here at
this is
Fordson.
awesome. This is awesome. We'll have to get the camera at halftime and take a peek at the Fordson side stands up there. See how it compares to that.
Right into Fordson's area. He nails a free throw. Fordson's side of the stands. So he's looking right at him right now. Have you been in this position before, and how is it? How is it? Tell us what it's like to shoot a free throw and there's probably a crowd looking right above you screaming, calling you names, and
You know,
all the above.
the more you hear, the lower your percentages to making the free throw. So
So what would you do as a player? Like, how would you zone them out? Because it's not easy.
it's not. And to be honest with you, like when I played, this was the student section to my right here. So they were screaming right in your face. But, you know, I think great players do their best just to block everything out.
There you go. Well, here's 1-1 from the line. Scores 15-10. That is a 3. Oh, nice shot. Hey, Benad right now is playing really well for Fordson. And right back at you. That's the air ball.
Brother to brother. Nice take.
Nothing's better than that.
There it goes.
That's that rivalry. That's that rivalry. First we had a basket by Hamoudi.
Ali Hamayed and Hassan Al-Zubaydi.
So we had Hassan and Ali.
I think they
I think they both.
double foul.
Oh no! I thought that they both shared their Instagram usernames in the middle of the game. They both follow each other on Instagram now. All right.
There you go.
No, yeah, it was a double
There you
foul
go.
on both players. 17-13. That's a jump ball. I love that though, man. I love that, man. I love that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's some great basketball. It's some great basketball. So personally, Omar, I got a question for you, all right?
Yep.
When you watch these games, same question I'm gonna ask you and I ask Coach. You know, what are your thoughts on the talent level and where it's at now compared to where it was?
If I'm being objective, and honest, the skill set, without question, is better as a whole from not just these teams, but from high school players as a whole.
It's on fire.
I would say they're more skilled. You know, some kids are bigger, stronger, faster. They can do moves that we never did. But the flip side, it's kind of like the Jordan-LeBron argument, right? The flip side is I'm not sure how tough. Let me rephrase that. I would say my generation was a little bit tougher than this generation. I don't want to say this generation is not as tough, but we had average basketball players look great because they were mentally and physically tough.
Yeah.
And, you know, that sometimes is a big component, right? I mean, because you can have a great player in today's game, but if he's criticized, suddenly he turns into a mediocre or below average player. So
no, I agree, man. That's a great point. We got a what's up, Amar. I want to let you know we're both Amar. We need him to give a little bit more
that's right.
specific, you know?
That's a good point.
Yeah, definitely. But what's up to him no matter what. Shout out to Khalid. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. We appreciate you guys. Feel free to comment while this game is going on. We got everything in front of us right here. By the way, also, if you're at home, hit 720p for the best quality of this game. Sometimes the quality might be 360. So make sure you go to settings and hit 720 to get the best quality of this game. We got Fordson. Dearborn High, the score is 17-16. We are in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. Shout out to our sponsors, Hanley International Academy, Balkan House, Powerhouse, BC Adhesives, Unique Coney Island, and Hammer Time True Value Hardware. You got any shout outs you want to give out?
You know, something just dawned on me. If I ever got mad at you, I know a question I could ask you. And that would be, which one is your favorite drink between all the podcasts? I'm just kidding. They're all good.
They're all great.
I haven't had Finjan. Tell me about that one.
No, it's really good, man. I mean, they're all very similar, but they have their own little twist to like the drinks. You know, obviously nobody makes something the same, but obviously the category is all very similar. You know, what they offer is all pretty good. So I think they're all really good. I really do respect each and every one of them. Shout out to Powerhouse for being the first one to reach out and say they wanted to be a sponsor of this show.
Yep.
So, you know, we figured we'd have them as a sponsor since they were the first ones that reached out. But all of them show love. All of them we have respect for, man. And, you know, great coffee places. You know, for the community itself, it's a huge transition. I mean, huge acquisition for the Dearborn community, man. Like, getting those coffee places has been great.
Couldn't agree more. And, and it's not only a great opportunity to have great coffee, but have great company, right? And
coffee invites me. It's just it's a very inviting thing, especially for the Arab, you know. Coffee and tea.
Yep.
Both free throws are off for Dearborn High. The score is 17-16. Fordson just gets the ball past half court. That is a three. That is off. There goes those air balls we were talking about. It's going to happen a couple times. Dearborn High with the ball now. What they call it? Oh,
I'm not sure about that call.
Yeah. Little questionable, but offensive foul is called. Looked like the player was moving his feet a little bit. So let me ask you this question.
Yep.
All right. Coach, it looks like there's a timeout going on or something. But if you are a coach right now, let's start off with Fordson, what are you telling your team 17-16?
I'm telling my team that the tables have turned. The momentum is starting to shift.
Yeah.
Dearborn hasn't, scored much in the last few minutes and continues scrapping and good things are going to happen.
Was that like a rap that you were already preparing? Or
it sounded pretty good, right?
Sounded really good, man. I have to take that and use it in the future.
Yeah, I coached for years, but I'm coaching 8-year-old, 9-year-old girls right now, and
nice.
And my team is the only winless team in the league, so I have to get better. So that's where those lines come from.
Do you have like a daughter or somebody playing on?
I have a niece.
Okay.
So, and I'm prepping for my kids.
Yeah.
Getting some good practice in, so that when I coach my daughters,
nice.
I'm ready to go.
Smart man. Smart man. You know, I had to step away from the coaching a little bit as well because life's gotten a little busy. Because I'm an AD at the school that I'm at as well. So, but I do think that I plan on coming back when my daughter starts to get of age and can start playing sports.
How old is she?
I got 4 and 1. Alhamdulillah, you know, 4 and 1 year old. Still young, still early. So I still got time. I gotta attack the world like you did, Omar, then be able to give back again, you know?
Alhamdulillah. You are giving back. And, you know, I was telling my wife about your podcast today. She may chime in here if she's logged in, but she asked me what type of podcast, you know, you have and what it is that you do. And as I've said to you, it's remarkable the things that you're doing and the different people that you're putting on and the different topics. You're hitting every category from sports to life to recognizing people that are doing great things for the community. And I'm really proud of you and proud of the things that you're doing.
I appreciate you, man. I really do, man. Thank you so much. And, you know, all glory to Allah. You know how it is, man. That's all we can say. And we did that for everything. So we just appreciate everything. You know, we try to set ourselves up, and the support from people like yourself in the community, you know, only motivates us to keep it going. Seriously.
I'm honored that you asked me to be a part of this. Been looking forward to it for several weeks now.
And we got ourselves a great game, man. It's 18-16, 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Nice shot. That's a next level shot right there.
Good defense, but better offense. Scores 18 all, 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. We got Dearborn High against Fordson for those that are tuning in. Layup is off.
Body's flying.
Body's flying and popping right back up, too. That pass was to no one, and 2 players watching each other.
Got caught in no man's land.
But you know what I like, though? Not one word from both players.
Yep.
Like, that's so important, man, especially for people that are watching at home. Like, I try telling these young fellas, because I'm still around the athletes by being an AD, and telling them body language is so important.
Agreed. I agree.
There's not saying anything, and then there's body language. And first of all, obviously, you should not be saying anything, right? Don't be negative. Don't say anything bad. Obviously, the player knows he made a bad pass.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Last thing he needs is for a teammate to say something in an intense moment.
Yeah, you.
Let's try that. Let's try it. Body language is another level.
You raise a great point. You know, just a couple of days ago, I heard a Division I women's basketball coach talking about her recruiting. I want to say it was Michigan State's coach. And she said the exact same thing. And she was saying when she's recruiting a player, she doesn't care about their 30 points that game. She wants to see their body language and the way that they react when they turn the ball over, when they lose the game, when their teammate makes a bad.
I was going to say we had a layup from Dearborn High and then a 3 from Fordson, 21-20, but continue. I agree with you 100%, man. Oh, look at that.
3 balls flying.
Hey, we got some 3 balls flying, man. If you're at home, you better be enjoying. You should be enjoying this game. Get you some popcorn, you know, and sit back and enjoy a great one we have. I was about to say, 23-21 is the lead for Dearborn High.
They're across half court.
There's a lot of body there, man. Referees let them play. Shot is up for Dearborn High and off. 3. No good. Out of bounds. Dearborn High ball.
Pretty good basketball so far.
Yeah.
I like that both teams are making the extra pass.
You know, I try to tell people that the honest media factor sometimes has something to do with it, man. You know, like I talked to the coach last time. I was like, man, your players came out firing. I was like, how much did the honest media have to do with it? Like, honestly, This is the first time they came out scoring like that, so we might need you to come.
That's right. That's right. I believe it. I believe it.
You know, all jokes aside, I like to joke around and say that, but you know, when people see the camera, obviously either they change up for the good or for the bad.
I couldn't agree more. When the lights come on.
Yeah. Nice big free throws right there. The score is 24-21. Dearborn High lead. Trying to get themselves a lead going into the half. They had a 4-point lead after the first, so they're currently at a 4-point lead as well. What are you about to say, Mark?
I was just looking over at Dearborn's bench, and you know, we have some old school legends over there, including two of my high school coaches.
Really?
Yep.
The coaches still?
No, they're the guy in the white, Coach Barkoff, is administrator. He was a coach at the varsity level here for, I don't know, maybe 15 years or so. And then the guy next to him was a varsity football and basketball coach for 20 some odd years. And I haven't seen either of those guys in quite some time. So it's great to see them.
That's awesome. That's what coming back to these kind of games does, you know, you bring everybody back. Bringing it back. We got the comment section in front of us. Anybody want to comment at home? Feel free to say hello. Yeah, it's good. It's like I said.
Yeah. This is great. This is an awesome atmosphere.
Yeah.
I can tell you this game's not going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
It's travel.
The score is 25-23. Second quarter, 6 seconds left. We are officially live here. Omar T and Omar A on the play-by-play. 4 seconds. 3, 2, or the foul. Wow. With 1 second left, a foul is called. Nice pump fake over there by Bilal. And Bilal is leading the way for Fordson right now. That is number 2 on Fordson.
Yeah, he's a crafty little player. Smart, knows how to use his body.
For sure.
And definitely realized he wasn't going to get a clean shot off, so he drew the foul.
Can we give him an NBA comparison?
That, yeah, I could.
I was going to say Andre Miller.
That's a great one.
Thank you.
Wow, that's perfect. I mean, I can't top that. I mean, that's perfect. I was trying to think of one from today's day and age, and I think that's better. Not the fastest guy, not the quickest, but
Crafted.
Great, body control and.
Scores 25 all. This is to take the lead into the half. There's probably less than 1 second remaining. Oh, that was dangerous. And just like that, you want to talk about a great game? We're all knotted up at halftime. The score is 25 all. Alright. I got my opinion and chime in with people on the phone. Got a person commenting. So here we go. Alright. We are at halftime. Score is 25-25. They're telling people to sit down right now. I don't know what's going on. How's it going, man? You all right?
It doesn't get closer than that. 25 all.
Overall thoughts on the halftime score right now, man?
We got a true nail biter here, and as I said, I would be very surprised if either team wins by more than 5 or 6 points. This one's coming down to the wire.
Oh, that's awesome that we are here. I want to give a shout out, by the way, to Dearborn Public Schools, both of the athletic directors here at Dearborn High and Fordson. Shout out to Edsel Ford as well, and Chapman High, because all these schools for allowing us to come, Like, without that, obviously, we wouldn't be here today. Shout out to Dearborn Public Schools, Ontario Public Schools, Detroit Public Schools, and everybody else that allowed us to be here today. It's 25-25. Do you want to maybe have a listening saying?
Say that again.
Do you want to have the crowd watch what's going on here, or do you want to just continue?
Yeah, it looks like they said the concessions are closed and maybe they're making some sort of announcement. Let's see what they're doing.
So Zach, you want to go ahead and show this right quick?
Dedication, loyalty to their schools, and to their student athletes. This group of coaches and
this is halftime, by the way. We're at the halftime for those that are wondering what's going on.
Sportsmanship, being competitive drivers, but always showing respect to each other and to the opposing schools and coaches. We should remember the idea that while we are the most fiercest of drivers, we can always respect each other and realize that we are all part of a larger Dearborn family. So coaches, when your name is called, please proceed to the tractor. You may applaud as we invite them forward. In chronological order, we start with by introducing the third Dearborn head coach, taking the job in 2021, a former Fordson JV coach, Mr. Mike Alley. Next, we salute current head coach from Fordson in his first year as the head boys coach, with 40 years as a coach at Fordson, and also had coaching staff as the JV coach at Dearborn under Don McCaffrey. We salute Fordson graduate Guyz Jr.
That was my brother's coach.
What's your brother? What's the Fordson?
Dearborn.
McCaffrey.
Coach in the 90s.
2018 match strike forward.
Oh, that's probably why the old coaches are there. They're honoring the old head coaches.
Can we talk about something, by the way? You know, we haven't talked about this yet because you're a humble guy. You recently won the 30 and over basketball championship league, the LOL League. Can you tell us a little bit about that, man? Because, you know, that's obviously within the circle, a big deal, man. Within the group circle, you know, everybody that we know, very big deal. You were the captain of the team, put the team together, assembled the team, the LeBron James, basically. You know what I'm saying? The player, the manager. What are your thoughts on that whole league and how everything went?
Well, I first want to say, like, not to sound cliche, but like I had an awesome team, and the greatest thing I did was assembling that team, but I did it strategically, and starting with my brother and your brother as my first two picks, I couldn't ask for better teammates. Forget them as basketball players, but them as teammates, because what that does is it not only makes me a better player, but it makes the other 6 players better players. They're the ultimate teammates, and you know, I had a great group, and well, I say that with the most humble tone possible. Like, they are the best of teammates, and Ramsey was a great teammate, and but more importantly, bigger than us, the league. I mean, I couldn't have been any happier. You know what I mean? Like, that, what they're doing and bringing 30-year-olds together that aren't able to see each other throughout the year, you know, is awesome. And well, we all have a blast. We talk about life, we compete, you know, and many of us try to get together on the weekends or whatever, and you know, catch up for coffee or kawa. And I've built several new friendships that I would never have had if it weren't for that league.
Couldn't have said it better, and that's what sports does for people, man. Like, sports definitely brings people together. This is why we love it. I know a lot of people think that. That we are just doing this for the fun of it, but they don't realize the connections that we build from it and the relationships that we gain from it. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's all about, and that's why I love sports, man. Like, hearing you say that the key is playing sports. You know, being on this league. This is why I always preach it to the kids.
You're exactly right. There's so many life lessons in any sport, and the brotherhood is like unbelievable. And you know, the one thing that I learned in the last couple of years playing is there's a true sense of pride in winning. And I think that it kind of takes us all back to our high school days, and that's what makes it so much fun is we all take it so serious, and we're all in different stages of our lives with kids or no kids or whatever, but we are all working together,
And now final last,
going above and beyond. It's not like we're just showing up on Mondays for the game. We all have our own group chats, our own practices, our own meetings and things because we're all trying to win, and that's what makes it so fun for me.
For sure, man. For sure, I agree. For those that are at home wondering what's going on, it's the halftime show. The countdown hasn't begun yet because they're doing a ceremony here, giving the flowers to the former coaches on both sides. They're showing great sportsmanship, and that's why I was asking you earlier, like, how is the relationship actually outside of the competitive fields? And it looks like this is a very nice thing.
Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this happen, to be honest with you.
Nice.
So this is really, really cool to see that. And
now, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we ask
I know that the relationship off the court is good, but to see this is proof, right? So that's what he's saying right now.
We should all strive to leave this rivalry in the gym and on the field once the games end, and treat each other with respect at all times.
That's awesome.
Before we end tonight's festivities, let's have one last moment to celebrate all these fine gentlemen and their embrace of this storied hometown rival, and for making it better for their participation in it. Please, a round of applause for these fine gentlemen. Thank you all. And the second half will begin in 10 minutes.
There you go. So there goes the 10-minute countdown. Zach, if you want to come back and bring it here now. People are at home that are watching. That was just a little halftime ceremony. So we are officially 10 minutes away. Feel free to stay with us. If you want to go grab you a snack, grab you a snack. This is Omar T. I'm with Omar A. This is the Oz Media's The Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. We decided that we wanted to stream this game live for you all. We also are recording it just in case, but we are streaming it. It's our first live stream game in Dearborn. We're just testing the waters to see how everything will go. We've had a great game so far. The score is 25-25. First half analysis is kind of what we expected, right? A tight, bruised game. Might be the first one to possibly 50 if they're lucky. If not, 45. First one to 45 might be the winner of this game. One of those games, one of those rivalry games, and a great finish. Send up for a great finish, by the way.
A true 80s NBA basketball low-scoring game.
And right? I love those games more than these high-scoring games.
I agree.
I can tell you that, man.
I totally agree. And it's pretty cool to see that, basketball, at least tonight, is coming back full circle.
Yeah. That's what we want to see. Speaking of that, man, what are your thoughts on the current state of the NBA? I know we're at a high school game, but even the high schools are starting to rub off on how the NBA players are playing, which is taking these deep threes and scoring. But the NBA, you got these all-star players sitting out away games that a lot of fans are looking forward to them coming to watch. The high-scoring finishes, 130 to 120. What are your overall thoughts on the state of the NBA?
If we rewind 15, 20 years, knowing what we know now, we know that NBA games are entertainment, right? And so hard-nosed defense doesn't sell, but a step-back three-pointer, tip dunk sells. And so good offense is always going to sell. And with all the social media stuff we've got going on and all the content and highlight videos going around, it almost makes sense that the game has evolved the way it has, right? So in that regard, I don't think we should be surprised, but I guess I kind of wish that there was a little more of that hard-nosed basketball being played, but it makes for good entertainment for the average basketball fan.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of it, man. I used to be a huge NBA fan. Now it's kind of dwindled down a little bit. I kind of watch a little more college. But NBA, playoffs is still top tier.
You almost feel like they're not really playing for the love of the game.
No. Yeah, and to me, the scoreboard, the way it is, I love those defensive games that struggling to score 100. Work for your basket, earn it, not go to the free throw line 20 times a game kind of thing, unless you're actually getting smacked upside your head.
Right.
Like Shaq was the only one going to the line that much.
That's true.
Now you got guards going to the line 15 to 20 times a game.
The hand check rule changed everything.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, man. But hey, you know what? We're here. We are at Fordson High School. This is Omar T with Omar A. 25-25 halftime score. Again, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors: Hanley International Academy, He Says, Boston House, Nala House, Hammer Time, Unique Coney Island. Shout out to those, people that, give to Oz Media, including this guy right here, man. Omar, man, we appreciate you for being here today. Just you being here has given Oz Media even more respect, you know what I'm saying? People see me, they're like, they see Omar, they come over here, they shake hands, and, I feel official, man.
Thanks, man.
Where's the whistle? That's all we're missing.
I appreciate that.
No, seriously, man.
When I'd do anything to go back and play one more game, right? But what's cool is it's actually pretty cool to see that there's still a lot of young people attending the games and watching, and I feel like that kind of is starting to dwindle away because people can watch games live through YouTube and through Facebook and things like that, or just not having an interest at all. So it's great to see this atmosphere, like you said, and I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams met up in districts and it was the same type of atmosphere that you had at the Detroit Renaissance, the UAD Hamtramck game.
Are they in the same district?
Yeah.
Every year they're in the same district.
I mean, every year that I can remember. I mean, I'm sure, there's maybe been a couple of years that they weren't, but the majority of the time, absolutely.
That's interesting. And they don't have a problem with that? The coaches and stuff, like not the same team?
No, I mean, I think the opposite. I think they would embrace that because they're
used to each other?
Either they know each other, and they know what to prepare for, but I think more importantly, the players are hyped. They're motivated for that kind of game.
Yeah.
It's a rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched Fordson teams that were 5-15 in the regular season beat a good Dearborn or good Etzel team in the districts they had no business beating.
Yeah.
And those kind of stories are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. Especially since it's a rivalry. Well, we are about 4 minutes away.
What's your prediction for the second half? Who wins the game and by how many?
That's tough, man. I'm supposed to be the guy that doesn't have an opinion, that just comes there and does the game. Honestly, Dearborn High came out early. Fordson closed out the half. If I had to go with momentum, Fordson currently has the momentum in their home. But Dearborn High, like you said, you can tell offensively they're just a little better. They just happen to miss a couple shots. You know what I'm saying?
This is Mehdi Hamadi.
How are you, man?
He's at Dearborn High, freshman basketball coach, right?
Yeah, Dearborn High coach.
You want to give us a couple quick words about the game?
You want to get him in the camera right quick?
We swept our rivals today, 2-0. We came out, built a 20-point lead. We try to get these young kids right, man. They represent for Dearborn High right here.
That's right.
Head coach, by the way?
Head coach for the freshman team. Yeah.
And then you played at Dearborn High, I'm assuming?
Yes. I'm a former player here, just like Omar was. Omar gets some runs in the summer as well. So
yeah, we sure do.
Working on busting his ass next summer as well.
Hey, what's your prediction for this game right here before it ends?
We're Dearborn High, man. We're on the close one.
There you go. I appreciate you, man, for coming out here.
Good to see you, Mehdi.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
Mehdi was a former player here, and not only is he a coach, he's a model citizen and played at the college level. He's a great basketball player and a great young man.
What position did he play?
He's 6'6" or so, and I think a lot of coaches wanted to put him as a 5 kind of thing or a 4, but he's truly like a small forward type. He can hit a 3. You're going to ask me for a comparison. He's like
I'm trying to think right now of what you just said.
Offensively, he's kind of like
you said he was
offensively, he's like a Kevin Garnett type.
Okay.
Not defensively,
yeah.
Too nice of a guy.
Yeah.
But can hit a 3, can hit that more so like that 18-footer. Nice touch around the rim. So,
well, we got about a minute and 40 left, and this game is about to come back. What you say? Yeah, we want to return it. Shout out, I want to give a shout out to my camera people. You got Zach from the Movement Podcast. You know, like I was saying earlier about the podcast, right? You got Motivate Me 313, community, big topics. You know, we dive into any topic, right? You got the Movement, which is focused on the younger generation. This Saturday, tomorrow, that's what we usually go live on Saturdays at 12 o'clock for the Movement. We're going to be talking about, you know, traits of being a good worker. So I got an owner of the Boston House coming. So we're going to talk about what it takes to be a good worker. I think a conversation that I sometimes talk to them about, and I say, you know what, maybe we should share this with the younger generation, you know? Like, what does it take to actually be a good worker?
The owner of Go House is going to share that
The Balkan House. It's a restaurant in China, one of our sponsors. They're going to come on and talk about it as well. What are your thoughts on that, by the way? You know, what are some traits to you of a good worker?
You know, if I had to pick one trait, I would just say consistency. And I think that, you know, there's a huge problem in our country with trying to find employees that want to work. And so if you find someone that's consistent and ready and willing to be there, that's half the battle.
I agree with you right there, man. Consistency is key to everything, to be honest. Great answer. Halftime's about to end right here. We got ourselves a good game. I gave a shout out to Zach. I got to give a shout out to Ramsey as well, my other nephew, a part of the Movement Podcast. This show right here is Oz Media's The Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. Dearborn High, Fordson. You see the basketballs being collected because the second half is about to begin. Scores 25 apiece. We are here. We got the comment section in front of us. You want to comment? We got it right here. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow on all of our socials, Oz Media. We love this. We love this. We love this because it's all about the community. And I also want to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
You know, we last year we started in Charlotte what we think is going to be a tradition, which is China versus Dearborn basketball game. Raised a lot of money for Yemen last year. Inshallah, we plan on doing it again this year. Is that something you'd be interested in playing in?
That's a trick question, man, because I definitely want to be a part of the game, maybe in a coaching capacity, because I actually blew my knee out recently. But you know, we'll see what happens with the recoveries like. But without question, I want to be a part of the game and raising the funds to help Yemen and help anybody in need. And I certainly can, you know, get some people that can walk the talk to donate and to do all the things that are needed to make that happen. So when are you thinking time frame wise?
I'm be honest with you, we were thinking about right before Ramadan. So we will come up with dates once we solidify it, but that's the goal. So inshallah we'll talk about that. But what I wanted to lead to, as this game has begun in the second half, you guys are checking out Dearborn, Fordson Dearborn right here. Got the ball right now. Dearborn High started off the second half with a miss. The importance of, you know, one thing I'm learning being from this, you know, living now in this area is, you know, a lot of different Arab, right? The importance of making people understand of how we are all together and we are all one. And, you know, you're speaking right now as a Palestinian, speaking on the Yemen situation. You know, Yemeni people love what's going on, care about a lot what's going on in Palestine. So why is that important to you as a person, as an Arab, to support other Arabic countries and what they're going through as well, man?
Yeah, that's an excellent question, Ahmad. And not just from like a Arab or religious perspective, but just from a moral standpoint, we all, regardless of race and religion, can agree on one thing, and that's respect and compassion for others, regardless of what you believe in. And I think that if we all just try to do our best to work closer to that, you know, objective, then that answers your question perfectly. Because nice pass. because I think that the truth is it shouldn't matter where you're donating money to or where you're, donating food to or who you're helping. If it's somebody in need, it's somebody in need. Now, there's no problem donating to your own country or to your own, orphanage or whatever it is that you do. But to your point, we all need to step out of our comfort zone and help others and look around.
Shot is off right there by Dearborn
Nice
High.
rebound.
But the rebound is good right there. And a quick timeout. That is out-of-handed with the shot and the basket. Dearborn High with a quick 2-point lead. But I love your answer. It is definitely correct. I agree with you 100% about how, it's all about just the moral of just giving back to people that are in need. That's what it's all about. We have to all respect one another and love one another and care for one another. All right? Again, the score is 29-27. Okay? We are officially live here at Dearborn High. I'm sorry, we're here live at Fordson. I'm sorry, I said Dearborn High. We're live at Fordson. It's Fordson versus Dearborn High. We got ourselves a great game. If you're at home, I hope you're enjoying it. The second half just begun. Oh. In the car.
I'm sitting close to you, by the way, because I can't hear because of this loud music. Yeah. We got some 80s music here.
Oh, okay. Was this a jam of yours back in the day?
I think it's actually before me.
Oh, before you?
Yeah, I've heard
it. No, I know it from Space Jam.
Yeah, but back to the, supporting Yemen and whatnot. Like, the way that I was raised is we help anybody that's in need, and like my parents, especially my mom and grandmother, I take a lot of pride. You probably don't know this, but my grandmother is in the Arab American Museum for her community service work and for, her willingness to give back to other communities. And the way that she taught us is it doesn't matter who's in need, help, pay it forward, and do the right thing.
A lot of legends in the family. I see it.
Alhamdulillah, man. We have a lot of other great people around us and people before us that have done great things. So that's the idea: is we all try to do a little better, and people younger and can learn from us.
That's what it's all about. We had a turnover here for Dearborn High. The score is 29-27. Second half kind of it's going. It's like been 2 minutes only. The score is 25-25. So 2 baskets for Dearborn High and 1 for Fordson in the beginning of this second half. We pretty much got ourselves a full-packed crowd here in Fordson High School. It's a nice crowd. People are starting to slowly come back from the concession stands. By the way, at Dearborn High, is this something where are they like set offense or kind of just set picks, set screens, move, cut kind of offense? Like, was there a system that you guys had?
Yeah, definitely, without question. We were very system, playbook oriented. But in today's day, with all the threes being shot and things, there's still a system. It's just a little bit more lax, right? It's a little more, carefree, I guess. See how there's a lot of guys standing around?
Yeah.
Just kind of waiting for 1 or 2 guys to create. You wouldn't see that. People are always moving when I played. But the game is, like I said, it's changed a little bit. A lot of standing around. Short. Nice shot.
That shot is good.
He's got nice touch.
Yeah, he does. And believe it or not, he's only a junior.
Says 6'8", and it sure looks like it.
Yeah. Still a junior, by the way. So the score is 29 all. Turnover. Fordson ball. Foul. Block. I believe it's going to be free throws. I don't know. We'll see what the referee decides. 2 shots, he said. He's going up. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Out of bounds. Not shooting. I apologize. All right. If you're at home, I hope you're enjoying this one. The score is 29 all. You got Omar T and Omar A on the play-by-play. Turnover there. by Fordson. Dearborn High is driving. Dearborn High with a gets fouled.
Oh, got flagrant foul.
Wow.
Got an intentional foul called.
Wow. Really?
It looked like a hard foul. I'm not sure if it was a flagrant, but it was definitely a hard foul.
Yeah, it was a hard foul. I don't know if it was a flagrant. I don't think it was, at that moment really of the game where it wasn't intense, like where they probably felt like they need to call it just to slow things down.
Right.
It was out of the blue. First free throw good, second free throw's off. The score is 30-29. Dearborn High is in the lead. So from the time that you were in high school, what school would you say is the basketball school? What school is the football school? So what would you say from the Dearborn Public School area?
Yeah, I would say it alternated, year in, year out. But, Fordson was more known for their football than basketball, for sure.
Yeah.
If I'm just going back 30 years to now. But that's not to say they didn't have good basketball teams. Dearborn was always known for being above average, even great at both sports. Very few years did they have
mediocrity.
Yes. Unfortunately, just hit a big three.
That is a big three. Ali Guba with a big three.
Timeout Dearborn.
Timeout Dearborn. The score is 32-30. Fordson's in the lead. I hope you're enjoying this one at home. 4 minutes left remaining in the third quarter. Yeah, Fordson, man, this is great atmosphere. You're Dearborn High's coach. What are you telling your players right now?
I'm telling them they need to take some better shots offensively, and Fordson's really getting the momentum here. And, I mean, just at the eye test, I think Dearborn's the better team. Just kind of from what I've seen, I think Dearborn's a little more skilled, but Fordson is definitely scrapping and competing, and they have some talent themselves. I think Fordson's going to win this one. That's my prediction with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Well,
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, they got the slight edge, but I can tell you what, like you said earlier, this game is going to be tight throughout it all. So buckle up if you're at home. It's just getting started. It's only the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, so still got a whole quarter and a half left. The score is 32-30. Fordson with a minimal 2-point lead. Here we go. Out of the timeout, Dearborn High with the ball up top. Stolen by Fordson's. Mo, shot up, off. Thank God for padding, because that would have been a big hit on the wall. Shot is up for Dearborn High, and that was off. Rebound, Fordson, foul, Dearborn High. Score is 32-30. Looks like there's a lot of former players.
Oh yeah.
In the stands today.
Oh yeah. Quite a few, actually.
That's the alumni section behind the.
I mean, yeah, that's what it's looking like. Typically, that's where a lot of the Dearborn parents and graduates sit. This Macca kid's pretty crafty around the rim.
Yeah. Nice drive there by Bedard.
2 turnover. Oh, nope.
That's out of bounds.
Dearborn ball.
Out of bounds, Pioneer ball.
Pioneer basketball. If you're at home, feel free. If you got any questions at home, we're here with a legend, Umar. And if you got any questions for him, feel free to shoot him.
Three.
Nice three. Shot is off though. Rebound, Fordson.
You know, next time we have a big time game like this, we're gonna run over to the scores table at halftime and get the stat sheet.
Okay.
I'm curious to see
the numbers right now.
Yeah.
Who's leading the way?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's quite a few threes being shot. I'm curious to see the percentages and the turnovers.
Or we step up our game and have stats.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a tough shot. Oh! Nice shot. Nice shot.
Big three right there. Fordson in a lead, 37-30. I want to say I've been here this is my third Fordson game, and so far Fordson's 2-0 in both of those games.
Oh, wow.
So they should, look into a future contract with Oz Media.
I agree.
If they want this program to keep moving forward, you know what I mean?
That's right. And so far, high winning percentage.
37-30. We are here at Fordson High School. Fordson versus Dearborn High.
Nice
Good try.
Dearborn's moving the ball really well.
Ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, they called the offensive foul on the rebound.
I don't know. It wasn't really that much. A big fella, he didn't really have to do that much either, Timeout, Dearborn. I'm going to have a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever see yourself coaching at a high level like high school?
Yeah.
Are you interested in doing
So I did. A few years back, I coached football and basketball, and then I went to law school, and it was hard to juggle both. So I coached my first year of law school, and then it started to become a lot. So I had to give up both football and basketball. But I had a blast doing it. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I wouldn't do it now is because I've become selfish with my time with my kids. So as much as I really want to do it, I spend a lot of time with my kids, and I feel like you only get these young 4-year-old, 3-year-old years once, and I'm just trying to take advantage of that. There's a referee that I know that coached one of my leagues.
Well, the score is 37-30. If you're at home and you're watching, just out of a timeout, Fordson's ball. Fordson inbounds the ball. You got a game, Fordson versus Dearborn High. Here in Fordson, out of bounds. Fordson's ball. Fordson was down early in the game. Came back, tied it up at half. Now they're up by 7. They still have the momentum so far. Nice take.
Nice
Dearborn High need a basket desperately right now. That three needs to go in. Good shot, but it's off.
Dearborn High has gone a little cold here in the third.
The three. Off. Good hustle. Out of bounds. Dearborn High ball. Coach is gonna love that though.
Another thing I will admit I'm a little envious of the Fordson fans is just that last play alone. The Fordson fans are screaming and yelling and cheering their team in, and not to say the Dearborn guys are not, but Fordson guys are pretty intense, and it's definitely motivating their team.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you, every time I come to a Fordson game, it's like every staff and whatever calls like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice take by.
Great take.
Is that Moody Mashure? Which
Yes,
Mashure is that?
Moody. Yeah. Moody Mashure. Couldn't finish with the left. I hit my dunk out. He wanted to dunk out. Shot is off. We're getting all of it right now.
Nice left.
Good shot. 39-34. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Fordson with a slim 5-point lead. One of the leaders for Fordson is Bilal, that is has the ball in his hand right now. Scoring leader.
Running the clock out.
Trying to get the final shot of the third quarter. Do you believe high school should have shot clock?
You know, I don't, only because the games are so short. You know, it's like 8-minute quarters.
A little early, you could have probably got a couple more dribbles.
What's that?
Then shot a little early, you probably could have got a couple more dribbles. But you said not. Go ahead, go back to what you were saying. You said no shot clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it would definitely make a difference in the game, but the games are so short, 8-minute quarters. You know, the only benefit is I feel that it might make teams play a little more patient, right? You know, knowing they have whatever they decide. I don't know, 35 seconds, 30 seconds, 24.
Yeah.
But knowing that they have time versus rushing into an offense, taking a bad shot right away.
Nice. Someone said, I love listening to you. Are we going to both just take that compliment?
What's that?
Love listening to you.
That's my wife.
Oh, okay.
So we'll take it.
All right, there you go. But yeah, man, that's awesome. Fourth quarter, score is 39-34. Fordson with the lead. Quickly, Dearborn High. What are you telling your players before this fourth quarter begins? If you're the coach.
5 points is not a lot, right? I mean, it's 1 or 2 possessions that can change a whole game, the trajectory of a game, in high school at least. So they're right in it. I anticipate them coming out strong to start the fourth quarter, and I would be another prediction I would make. I think Dearborn High is going to go to a little press. That's my guess. I think they are saving it to kind of speed them up late in the fourth quarter. You know, people start getting tense, and they have to start making some tougher decisions.
Great point. Great point. I can see that happening.
This guy's got good touch around the rim. Missed the bunny, but
39-34. People are in their seats now for this fourth quarter. 5-point lead. 2 Dearborn rivals right now. Oh, good move. Oh, my God. We might have to add that to our highlight reel.
That was nice.
39-36.
Dearborn's in a zone, it looks like, a 2-3. Oh, looks like they went man. Got a rebound.
There's a foul. Good call. All right, we're back. I'm sorry. We were away for a little bit. We had a little injury, but believe it or not, I really didn't miss much. The score is 41-39. We're back live. Sorry for those that were gone. Dearborn High hit a big 3, so we got 6 minutes to go. We had an injury timeout, so that's why we were gone for a little bit. Oh!
Number 10. And back-to-back threes.
That is huge. That is huge. The score is now 41-42. Dearborn High is in the lead. Sorry about that.
We got a great game.
Yeah, we got ourselves a great ending to this game. So inshallah doesn't cut off on us again. The score is 42-41. Dearborn High took the lead. What are you seeing right now for those fans?
I see number 10, who's a sophomore, Little Mature, hit back-to-back big-time threes. I mean, it's one thing to hit 2 threes in a row, but at this stage in the game, in transition, you have to have a lot of confidence to do that.
And now Fordson is going to the line and shoot 2 free throws. The score is 42-41. Dearborn High in the lead. First shot is off. Off to 1-1. Out of bounds. Dearborn High ball. Dearborn High going on a little run right here to take this lead. The brothers are the leaders of the team, huh?
Oh, without question. They got super high basketball IQ to go with their talent.
Good move.
Knowing how to use his body. Didn't make a bad pass. Made a good pass. Way to follow your shot.
Good
Big
rebound.
fella.
Oh,
He's going to call a jump.
jump ball, right?
He's going to call a jump.
Oh, it's calling a timeout.
So number 31 for Dearborn, the big guy, probably about 6'6". He's a junior. He's going to be a, big time football. He's being recruited right now.
Is that a football player?
Yeah.
Wide receiver, tight end?
No, he's more of a lineman, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Big boy.
Yeah, definitely. So that's 6'6", right?
Yep.
I can see that. Well, it's a timeout. Score is 41-42. Dearborn High with a slim 1-point lead. 4 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in this game. People are preparing themselves for a great ending.
Without question.
As they should. We are live. We're trying this streaming thing at a high school. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. We had a little hiccup a little earlier, but we are good to go now. We are all set. Wow, this world looks different without glasses on, I can tell you that.
Right.
There we go. We're back out of the timeout. Dearborn High ball. Did you play college ball, Amma?
I did.
Where at?
I played at Adrian College.
Nice. 3 is off.
What's that?
Last night, 3 is
Yeah,
off.
he had a good look, good pass, good finish. As I said, I think Dearborn is a little more skilled.
Yeah.
But Fordson is definitely tough, and they're not giving up.
Well, the score is 44-41. Dearborn High has found a way to sneak back in the lead and now have a 3-point lead. This guy has it right here, making 2 buckets, and the guy I'm talking about is Mohammed Habhab. Good take, great block, shot back up, stuck with it, in and out, and that shot slipped out. Rebound, Dearborn High driving up the court. 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. The score is 44-41, a steal by Fordson. Bilad brings the ball up for Fordson. Here we go. Nice take, great block.
Getting a little chippy.
What are they saying right now? His last name, maybe?
I don't know what they were saying. They were chanting something, trying to get in his head.
Off, rebound, Bilad. Good play, good take. Shot is off. Well, it's getting intense. I tell you that right now. I can tell. You feel it.
You feel it. That's right. You certainly do.
Ooh.
Well, Dearborn's got 17 fouls, so Fordson's
can go to the line.
Yeah,
Get some buckets that way.
could be a difference maker.
Definitely going to be a game plan probably for the coach to tell his players to drive. I mean, they've been driving all game.
Right. Dearborn's going to a mini stall here, it looks like. They're just really being patient.
As they should. No need to rush,
Right.
Got the lead.
Get a good look.
Good look, yeah. That's what it's all about now. Fordson's the one that has to put the foot on the pedal, Nice pass, shot, good defense, rebound. Fordson's ball, 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Stolen. Great defense on the other end as well. What did I say? First team to 45-50. That's
Yeah, you sure did.
Shouldn't force it. Oh, wow.
Probably should have burned a timeout.
Yeah. Wow. A lot of close misses. Wow. Another turnover. What is going on? Sloppy ball.
Walking back.
Yeah, you don't want to see that, right? After a turnover. And Dearborn High has the momentum right now.
Bad body language from Fordson.
Yeah.
Really bad body language. They look like they've already lost the game.
And it's not lost.
It's not even close. 2 minutes is a lifetime.
Yeah.
7 minutes.
I agree. I agree. And right now, Dearborn High, they are on the score is 37-30 at some point. So they are currently on a 16-4 run to take this 5-point lead. So shout out to Dearborn High for that.
You're right.
You know, we kind of thought that they were probably going to be, you know, out of it at that point when it was 37-30. All momentum was on Fordson's way.
You're absolutely right, yeah.
But Dearborn High clawed back. They fought back with some big shots. I mean, you could just tell they're the type of team that, like, all they needed was a couple of them to go in because they were getting good baskets. So
good looks.
Yeah, for sure. 46-41, 2 minutes to go.
So,
but this has been a great game so far.
Yeah, for your fans out there, what's the next game that you're going to be commentating at, and who's your special guest?
So next week Friday, we're going to be at the Etzel Ford versus Jalen Rose Leadership Academy game.
Nice.
And our guest is going to be Agil Bosch. So shout out to Bosch, man, an Etzel Ford legend. So
he's a special talent and even a better person.
Very great guy, man. Like, we got to know him, like you said, these relationships that we've grown, you know, since this LOL league. I don't play in the league, but I've gotten to know a couple of guys, man, and Bosch is a very good guy, man. Very good guy. Humble dude, too.
He is.
Still by Dearborn High. This could be a big basket for them. And it is. 7-point lead. Fordson desperately needs a bucket now. They need a bucket, and they need it maybe to come from this guy. Dearborn High applying the pressure. Get a shot up soon. 3. 48-44.
Big shot right there.
Timeout. 4-point lead. That was a big shot. And the best part about it is he shot it like he was going to make it too. Like, this is what he does for a living.
That's right.
All right. 48-44. I want to maybe do this one more time before this game ends and give a shout out to our sponsors. Hanley International Academy, Balkan House, BC Adhesives, the Kahwa House, Hammer Time, True Value Hardware, and Unique Coney Island. Those are the sponsors of the Fantasy Guys show. This is Oz Media's The Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. Fordson, Dearborn High. This is Omar T with Omar A. We are live here at Fordson High School.
Couldn't ask for a better environment.
Is this kind of what you were, how it was for you when you were in high school?
Yeah, I mean, this is as close as, as close as it gets. That makes it even better, I think, is the music. We never got this kind of music at halftime. I mean, in timeouts.
Yeah.
But this is cool. This is coming down to the wire, and good, clean game.
So next week, as you're asking me about shows, right? Next week, Saturday, what we also like to do is we like to recognize a high school student athlete who's doing great on and off the court. Our Rising Star High School Student Athlete of the Month, where it's Oz Media, the Yemeni American News. We do a video interview from Oz Media, and then I write an article on the Yemeni American News about the player. I give them a free hoodie, Oz Media merchandise, with their name on it as well.
Is it a live interview or a record?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. So next Saturday, we're going to have, we came to a Fordson girls game last week. You know, we have to give girls a shout out. So,
I saw that.
So Selena Banzi is going to be our, what a shot. That's a dagger. That's a dagger. That's a dagger right there. Big 3 by Dearborn High. Just like football is a chant right now by Dearborn High fans. Whoa, I have to be ready for that one. Oh, that was good. It looked like he needed more shots in the game. He's shooting those comfortably. Well, just like football is the chant from Dearborn High fans. Because Dearborn High beat Fordson in football this year as well.
That's right.
And it looks like Fordson fans are starting to leak out of here. We got people saying hi, hello. I told you I'm Khalifa. I love your videos. Thank you, Khalifa. I appreciate you. And they need to get a couple more fouls. They need to get the fouls going if they want them to get to the free throws.
Right.
So got
I mean, you miss a open-ended 1-and-1 and come down and hit a 3, you know.
it's a game.
You're still in the game.
Honestly, these 1-and-1s keep everybody in the game, man.
Yep. Because, you know, turnovers.
The game's not officially over yet. Score is 51-44 with 30 seconds remaining. Hope you're enjoying it at home. We're at Fordson High School. It's just Fordson versus Dearborn High. Whoa.
We got flagrant foul.
Flagrant? Wow.
I'm not sure about that.
Called. Definitely a questionable call right there. And you're going to see people coming in and out right now. A lot of people are going to be going in and out at this part of the game where, you know, towards the end. We just hope everybody goes home safely.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Nothing crazy.
I think Fordson might be waving the white flag at this point.
Yeah. Was the first free throw good? Yeah, it was. First free throw is good. Second free throw is off. Score is 52-44. 28 seconds remaining. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. A part of me feels bad, man.
What's that?
A part of me feels bad. I made that announcement about being 2-0, and I think it was 37-30, and I think that was
they went on that 16-point run.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you're at home. Trust me, it's the announcer's jinx. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Both teams played hard, and both teams competed.
I see a big smirk on your face. I'm like, I just want people to know.
Yeah. Hey, I told you before the game. I wanted Dearborn to win. I'm a Dearborn High alum, but
I wanted to see a good game.
Yeah, for sure. I never want to see a blowout.
For sure.
I think we got that. You know, Fordson was up 7, like you said, so they definitely hung in there.
Subs are coming in. You know, it's tough to make sure. I mean, to try to get some of these coaches for an interview, but maybe we'll see if we can make that happen. Post game, who knows?
It's a great idea. I know we could ask one of the assistant coaches, Mr. Marks, who I know pretty well.
From Dearborn High.
From Fordson.
Okay.
The guy with the glasses.
Okay.
He's standing in the front there. He's a legend as a coach. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he's inducted into the Hall of Fame in coaching at some point.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a part of several winning programs and a volunteer as far as I've been told. But I've known him for years, and he really knows the game.
Well, whenever you want to, I mean, we can even try to get a Dearborn High guy because obviously they're the winning team. Would love to get an interview with them as well. Anybody from Dearborn High, even the assistant coach if he's available.
Yeah.
But a good game here today. This is Dearborn High versus Fordson. The score is 52-44. If you're at home, you know, feel free to rewatch the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. It was a good game, Omar, and I appreciate you for coming out here again, man. I really do.
I'm so happy that you had me on, honestly. So this is cool. This is good stuff, and I'm always, happy to support Oz Media in any way that I can, and you do some awesome things, and I'm really want to be a part of that project to support Yemen, whether it's through a game or through some sort of dinner program, whatever the case. I think it's a wonderful idea. It's long overdue, right? I mean, we need to support Yemen with all the issues going on, and I wanted to say this earlier and I forgot. There's a lot of people that want to help but almost don't know how.
Okay.
Or would like to flip it back on you and say, yes, I'm happy to help and support. What can I do specifically? Whether it's financial, monetary donation, whether it's time, whether it's, posting information, whatever the case may be. So,
will do, man. We'll definitely share that information with you. Again, the final score was 52-45. Dearborn High snuck out the victory after trailing a little bit in the second half. Came back took the lead and didn't lose it after taking the lead and win by 7. This is the shaking hands part. It's an important part of the game. Obviously, sportsmanship is key to everything, right?
That's right.
So you got to make sure you show great sportsmanship here. And what are your thoughts on getting these people to maybe doing a quick interview as well?
Yeah.
You think we should walk it down there?
Yeah, we can try and see
Yeah,
what
we can
happens.
try. I mean, we're going to try to go ahead and walk it down there. No, we want you to follow us too, as well as Zach. Shout out to Zach and Ramsey, our camera people, for being here with the cameras and everything like that. So go ahead and follow us as we try to maybe sneak out a quick interview with. We can maybe even just do a Dearborn High coach if you want.
Okay.
So they're the ones that won the game as well. If you want to get your buddy that we interviewed, you see him.
Coach Mashur?
Yeah, Coach Bashir.
Yeah, or I can,
Whoever you.
yeah, let's see.
You like the game?
Yeah, it was a great game. Congratulations.
Coach Barkoff, good to
Congratulations.
see you. Everything well? Coach, we're with Oz Media.
How are you?
This is Coach Barkoff. He was one of the coaches that coached at Dearborn High for several years.
Nice.
Coached me.
I'm looking on this side by her.
Can we get 30 seconds with you?
Sure.
That's okay. All right, overall thoughts, first of all. Dearborn High started off good. Then second half came a little slow, a little sluggish, but then closed it out very well. What are your overall thoughts on the game and how they played?
We've seen a lot of these games. It almost seems like it's just kind of a carbon copy. It's hard fought. You know, it actually came down to something that was so surprising where they started making some shots there. Dearborn got down a little bit there in the third quarter. Then number 10, Hamoud Mashur, knocked down a couple shots. And then they started to get some good momentum sitting close by their bench. It was really very positive on their bench. And I just think, these high school kids, that just is so much. And they just continue to roll into it. And obviously, they were able to finish it out quite nicely. So.
He tells me that you're a former coach. Obviously, once you're a coach, you're always a coach,
Always.
So what are your thoughts overall on how the team is looking? And just overall the mindset of the young individuals nowadays as you look at it from a coach's lens and a coach's perspective compared to maybe when you were coaching. What are your thoughts?
I mean, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, you're right. Things change over time, but one thing, I mean, high school basketball is such a long season. You're going to go through some ups and downs. You have to learn how to use the adversity and hopefully, there's the old cliche where, adversity doesn't build character, but it reveals it. Yeah. And sometimes, it overwhelms you. And especially at this age, these young kids, gets the best of them. They start maybe going a little bit of bickering. But today was one of those days where they did see a little bit of adversity, maybe learn from some of the things that they had done in the past, and were able to kind of work together, stay together as a team. Because, of course, I think we know in any team sport, you're stronger when you're together. And that's what I think, it was nice. Like I said, I was close behind the bench, and I saw a lot of great positive things from, interaction between the teammates with the coaches and things like that, even when things weren't going as well. They really tried to stay positive.
Coach Barkoff set the foundation for this type of basketball and this type of teamwork. And, as I said, he coached me 20 some odd years ago. And, he's had a lot of success at Dearborn. And I think a lot of us look up to his style, his character. He's always been a man of faith and a man that really cares about the players, not only as basketball players but as young men. So it's great to see everybody out here.
A quick question: do you ever get tempted as a former coach to throw in a couple advice, tips, and anything like that when you hear?
I definitely, not too much during the game. I want to stay away. I don't want to stay back. But afterwards, the coaches and I, we always do a lot of talking and just bouncing ideas and reflecting, good, bad, and everything in between. So,
well, Coach, thank you so much.
I do want to say real quick, if I could say, obviously, Coach Del Judas, who set everything up, was able to bring back all the coaches. He was the catalyst, and the AD here, and then our AD, obviously Jeff Conway. It's nice to be able to come back. I still try to be very involved. I'm in the building every day as a teacher, but just to say hi, to see all these other coaches, all the way back to Gene Schnell, and he wasn't able to be here tonight. Coach McIntyre and people like that. These are guys that were big influences on me. Dave Nifsid, some of the coaches that came before me, and some of them that have come after me. It's just nice to kind of hang out a little bit. So.
We agree 100%. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you.
Still teaching, I see. So
yes,
great.
Good
Always
to see
giving
you,
back.
Coach.
Thank you
Good
so
to see
much.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. We are here at Fordson on half court right now. I don't know if you have anybody else that you may
we're going
know,
to try to.
Omar's a connect right now.
Yeah,
Omar's a connect.
I'm the connect right now, doing my best
He's
to
doing a
pull
great
some
job.
strings
He's doing a
and
great job
pull
too,
out
by the way.
some old faces.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Coach Mifsud over there who once coached here 20 some odd years ago. Not sure if we want to put him on the spot to comment on the game. but don't want to make them uncomfortable. But I'm going to try to get one of the assistant coaches from Fordson. I think they're still talking to some of their players, but as soon as one of the assistants comes out, we'll grab him.
Yeah.
And there's Coach Mifsud. I'm going to go say hello to him and see if I can.
Bring him over here if you'd like. Appreciate you. Hold on to that.
For 1 second.
Yep. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we're here. Shout out to Zach, by the way, and Ramsey, our camera people. Ramsey looks like he's struggling right now, but it's okay. Shout out to Big Rambo. Once this interview is done, we'll shut it down, I promise. But again, this was Oz Media's The Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. Fordson versus Fordson versus Dearborn High. I keep on saying that. I apologize. Sorry for that at home. Fordson versus Dearborn High. Dearborn High got the victory. I believe the final score was 52-45. We are here at Fordson High School, and we really do appreciate Umar wherever he's at. I don't know where he ended up going. He's somewhere here. I think he's talking to the coach, trying to get him on for an interview. Where'd he go? Do y'all know which way Umar went? But with that said, just want to let y'all know, like, subscribe, follow. If you're at home, we are a podcast. You're pointing right now. I don't know where you're pointing at, Zach. I'm not gonna lie, but we are a podcast. We are a media network. We focus on community-based journalism, community-based network. So any community-based topics, that's what we do. All right, any community-based topics, that's what we do. But with that said, I think we want to go ahead and close it out. Where's he at, man? Are you pointing? Are you messing around? All right, Zach is being goofy right now, but it's okay. That's over here. We like to have fun too. We're not your normal media network. We're not gonna sit here and wear shirts and ties, but we're gonna put in that work for you. All right, we're gonna make sure we put in that work. Oh, look at that camera, you're saying? Oh, it's right here. Okay, come on, bring it over here. I didn't even notice it. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's make sure that they're ready. Shout out to Ramsey, by the way. We appreciate Ramsey. Coach, can we get a couple questions with you?
Okay.
All right, if that's okay with you, by the way. Appreciate it. Yes, if you can, please.
So we're with Oz Media, and Coach Mifsud is a legend as a player first, and certainly as a coach. Coached football and basketball at Dearborn High for several years. Has had tremendous success, and they were honoring him and some of their coaches. And just a couple quick things, Coach. Tell us what you saw tonight with some of the.
Well, gosh, I just came in here and saw like the upper balconies were full of students and stuff, and just loved it because it's such a great atmosphere to play in and to coach in, and the intensity was there. And boy, both teams, the defense was fantastic, the hustle, the physicality. Really loved the competitiveness out there. It was a fun game to watch. It wasn't like an offensive juggernaut, but that's because it was so physical and so defensive, and it's just a tribute to the kids and how hard they played.
He asked me in the middle of the game, what I thought as far as, how was this rivalry different 20 years ago or whatever when you coached versus today? And I, gave him my thoughts, and I'm anxious to see, what was similar, what was different.
I don't think it's a whole lot different. I think when they show up, you want to win this game.
That's what I said.
And that was just demonstrated by how it played. When Fordson took the lead there in the second half for a while, it was like, man, this could be over, but those Dearborn kids, fought back, and the Fordson kids were. There was just momentum and intensity and passion out there, and both sides. So I don't think it's changed a whole lot because it's been like that since I would say about 1995 or so, or back then.
I agree.
It's a great rivalry, and as long as everybody behaves,
that's right.
And the refs did a good job, I think, keeping everybody intact there. So,
do you? Ask the other coach this question. As a former coach, do you ever feel like, hey, I want to give him some tips, the current coach, and let him know what he should and shouldn't do, or or just at least help out in the situation as a former coach, or do you just sit back and let it happen?
That's what my personality is. I try not to judge coaches, and because you never know what's going on behind the scenes, what's happening in practice or anything like that. They know their kids. They work with them every single day, and there's a lot of armchair quarterbacks out there or whatever, but I thought both coaches on both sides tonight did a really good job with their team. So.
And how about the level of play? Any difference you see from 2 years ago till now, or
Well, I think the game has changed a little bit. The way these kids are fantastic, you know, and their skills are really good. But the way that they all can shoot it, the big kid from Fordson, I actually would have liked to see him go underneath the basket maybe a little bit more and you use his height advantage down there. But he's got skills. He's shooting it from the outside and handling the ball. And so I think if anything, the game has changed. You know, it's a little bit more wide open. But that being said, it was still very defensive minded tonight. So that, you know, they didn't neglect that side of the you know, the philosophy of the game there. So yeah, I just think the kid. I mean, they can use their right hand, their left hand. They're very skilled. You know, well coached. I think a lot of kids just start at an early age and develop those skills. So,
Well, Coach, any final words you want to mention out there? Or
just great to be here. Really grateful that Coach Judas invited this and put this all together for us. And every time I come back, I'm just proud to be a Pioneer and just love coming back home. So.
We're happy to be here today. I mean, it's a great day to see a lot of former coaches here as well. So we're lucky to be able to get interviews with people like yourself. So we thank you so much.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
That was great.
That was great. Again, we hope you enjoyed it. Dearborn High, Fordson Tractors, Ons Media's The Fantasy Guys High School Basketball Game of the Week. We hope you enjoyed it at home. We hope you watch it later. Great job from both teams. Players worked hard, played hard up until the end. Coaches coached their butts off as well. So congratulations to both teams. Special congrats to Dearborn High.
You know, I just want to leave some final words, if you don't mind. I think that was a great experience. We couldn't have asked for a better atmosphere. You know, I thought it was really cool to get some coaches and some interviews, some perspectives before the game, after the game. You know, a couple players during the game. And this was, you know, for me, selfishly, couldn't have been a better experience. So I appreciate it. And thank you for the opportunity.
I couldn't agree with you more. And thank you for the support, man, because without you, we would have never probably had all those interviews. So I know those guys want to go through there. So we're going to probably move our table right now. So let's go ahead and shut this down, Zach. Remember, you got to hit the X.
Thank you.
Feel free to subscribe, follow.